Yes guys, welcome to Hair System DIY, it's Adam here, and welcome to Lockdown 2, Lockdown 2.0 we're calling it here. Yeah, it sucks, but we're almost out of it. We've got another week and a half in the UK, and then we've got a bit more freedom, at least I hope we do. Where I live in the UK, it seems as if the lockdown restrictions might be eased a bit. If we're lucky, we might even be getting people into football stadiums soon, which makes me a very happy boy. Being a Chelsea fan, I want to see fans in the stadiums. Now, back to the point of this video. Don't forget as well, guys, this is really important. Stock up with your hair systems, right? Because we're having like 1 month, 2 month waiting times to get systems from China, from India, from wherever, because there's manufacturing issues in terms of people getting coronavirus. There's distribution issues because there's not as many flights or ships or whatever going from the Far East to the UK. So what I would say, this is the best advice I can give anyone who's a system wearer right now: get 2 instead of 1. You might even be able to get in on a Black Friday deal. New Lace CU is still offering their 20% discount on your first system. So if you order 2, you get 20% off your first one, which is quite a lot of money. So I would urge you to consider that. I would also urge you to consider investing in double the amount of supplies you usually have, double the amount of adhesive, double the amount of tape, double the amount of isopropyl alcohol, everything that I recommend. Pardon me, very rude of me. Try and get it, try and double it, because there's distribution problems for every single item in the world right now. So I would really consider that, please. I know that New Lace CU do quite a lot of supplies, so it might be worth, if you're thinking of getting from them, you might want to get some supplies from them, adhesives, tapes, whatever. They do that as well. Please check out their website. I'm going to put it on the screen right now. So, to the point of this video, why did I avoid buying a hair system for 8 years? 8 years is a really long time, and in terms of when you're losing your hair, or in my case when you're pulling out your hair, that's a lot of time lost. That's a lot of hair follicles severely damaged. So why did I wait so long? I've got my friend here, who I call Martin the Mannequin Head, to be my associate with this video. I'm just going to lean on him right now. I use this to basically put my system on when I'm putting tape on, or when I'm pulling tape off. It's really helpful. You can get them on eBay for about £3, and this one, even though it's got a few scars and a bit of glue, haven't you, Martin? You've got a bit of glue stuck in your head. He's still going strong after 2 years, so good on him. And he's a great armrest. There we go. Why did I wait 8 years? I think there's one thing that sticks out, which might be really obvious to a lot of you, is hair clinics and prices. So when I first started looking into hair systems as a solution for the problem that I had, I was looking at prices and it was way out of my price range. Guys, I'm talking minimum £700 for a system, and that's before you even consider cut-in costs. And I think that was the main thing that really put me off for so long. I had to do a lot of research before I found that if you do a lot of it yourself and you're quite innovative with how you do it, you can save hundreds, if not thousands, a year. I'm not going to name any hair clinics because I don't want to put anyone down, or I don't want to call anyone out in this video or on my channel. That's just not my thing. But what I will say is, if you do it yourself, or not do it yourself, but if you go more direct when getting your systems, even if it's your first system or your 21st system, you're going to save a heck of a lot of money. Why not? If you know a bit about hair systems and you do your research, and guys, it doesn't take long. All you need to do is just watch the other videos on my channel and you will get a really good understanding of what you need to do. Once you do that, you'll have all the knowledge that you need to basically go to someone like a New Lace CU or a similar company like them, make a custom order for what you need. You know, you'll know what colour your hair is. It doesn't take a genius to work that out. You'll be able to work out what size you are by getting a measuring tape out. You just need to provide that kind of thing. Have an idea whether you want a poly base, whether you want a lace base. Lace base works really well if you want a natural hairline. Poly is quite good if you want an easier cleanup. once you have that knowledge, you don't need clinics. Once you have a bit of knowledge about hairdressers within your vicinity who can do a cut-in for you, you don't need to go to an expensive clinic and pay through your nose just to get a haircut. There are a couple of places when I lived in London where I was getting quotes of £2,100 for my first system and a cut-in. And I was thinking, how on earth am I going to afford that? There's no way that I can afford that, no way in hell. And that's the number one thing that put me off for so long, and I thought, this isn't for me, I'm gonna have to find another solution for my hair pulling problem. And trust me guys, I tried a lot of things. I tried minoxidil, I tried laser, I've done videos on this by the way. I tried Propecia, terrible side effects. And it was only by chance, once I did a bit of Googling and I did a bit of research, that I found I could actually buy these systems direct from manufacturers or just people who are selling them direct without having to go through a clinic who charge, whack on an extra 500 every time you need a new system. Also, with a lot of clinics, they urge you to buy more systems than you really need in the average year. So for instance, one place I went to in London, they said I'd need 6 systems in a year, 6 lace systems in a year. You don't need 6 lace systems in a year, you probably need about 3. Maximum 4. So if you go to a clinic and they say you're going to need 6 or more systems in a year, I can guarantee they just want your money. Okay guys, that's really important to remember. I think the second thing which scared me about getting a hair system was I was worried that if I got a lift, or if part of the tape came loose, or if I tore the system or something, what on earth would I do? I felt kind of helpless. I had no education on basically how to do these fixes. I thought I'd have to go to a clinic every time. I'd have to pay another £80 to sort it out. And it was all, if I'm being honest guys, it was kind of scary, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was getting myself in for. And that came with education and just watching YouTube videos. And once I did that, and I did a bit of trials myself, I actually realised that it's not that hard. Once you do it for the first time, it's really scary. I was in that situation. I remember when I got my first system, and I was terrified of when I had to take it off or basically take the system off and then get all the glue off and replace it. That terrified me. I avoided that for as long as possible, and then when I did do it, I couldn't get the tape off. I had to text my hairdresser at the time and just say, look, please help me, I know it's a Saturday, I'm really sorry. And she's just like, look, just spray a bit of C22 on it, put a bit of alcohol on it, it'll loosen it up. And just having that little bit of information, that little bit of knowledge was massive for me. And once I did it a couple of times, I had a couple of trial runs, it got easier and easier and easier. I know it's scary for guys who are like first time system wearers, or even if you're thinking of doing it, but if you watch my videos, or if you watch a lot of other hair system videos, you'll find that it's really not that hard. And as crazy as it sounds, when I'm rebonding, and I tell my girlfriend this all the time, she's like, why do you take so long doing this? I enjoy it. I actually enjoy doing it. It feels like a work of art to me. I want to get the perfect lines between the tape and the end of the system. I want to glue my hair in the perfect way, or the best way possible. I want to make sure it sticks for as long as possible. I want it to look as good as possible. It's kind of like, for me, it's like a work of art, and it's my work of art, and I've made it myself, and I just really enjoy that. I don't know, maybe it's the creative in me, but I really do love it. So I think the second thing for me was just the fear around how I'm going to rebond, how I'm going to take it off. Is it going to be a mess? Can I manage this? What if I can't get it back on? What if I don't know what to do? All of that comes with watching YouTube videos, YouTube tutorials. There are a couple on my channel which will give you some really good tips and some solid advice on how to do that. Or there's other channels who are great. Jake, a friend of mine, who's got some amazing content out there. People like that I'd really recommend. Paul Bowen as well, he's another guy from the UK. I'm going to do a video with him in December, which I'm really looking forward to, because I'm just looking forward to interviewing someone from the UK who's a system wearer. He was on a program as well, I can't remember. I think it was First Dates he was on. So yeah, he's got some great content out there. So yeah, please guys, don't be scared. It takes a few goes, but once you get into it, it's really quite easy and enjoyable. I'd say those are the two things that really put me off: price and fear about how I'm going to rebond and that kind of thing. These two fears were dispelled within a couple of months of wearing a system. I worked out how cheap it was compared to how much I could be paying through a clinic, and also I worked out how easy it was to rebond just through watching about 4 or 5 videos and just basically practicing and repeating and mastering that art. It is an art, guys, but it's an easy art to master, I promise you. And the more you do it, the easier it'll get. So, you know, patience equals excellence. It's not really a saying, is it? But let's go with it. You know, if you're patient with it, you will get there. So yeah, that's why I avoided getting one for 8 years, and I wish I'd have done it sooner. I really wish I'd have done it sooner, because it could have saved me a heck of a lot of heartache, a heck of a lot of money in terms of spending on laser, minoxidil, Propecia, all of these things I spent so much money on, and I'm glad that I finally landed on something which really works for me. So hope you really enjoyed that, guys. Please do subscribe. I'm at 500 now, but I'd love to get to 1,000. Apparently you get a badge when you get to 1,000. I want that badge. I want it bad. So if you could help me get up to 1,000, please do click the subscribe button. Please do like the video. I hope you're enjoying my content. Check out my tutorials, and I'll see you next time. Bye.